Okay, guys, so I'm thinking about we need to do a new podcast. That's where the money is. That's how we reach the people.
All right.
Podcasts make money?
Well, I mean, for our actual jobs. I've been doing the paranormal activity kind of thing. You know, setting up cameras and bullshit like that.
And you've been doing such a good job.
I haven't. We haven't been making any money. But I'm saying we need to marketing, outreach, you know, have a show, have an internet show. So, like, how do we market a monster? That's a name right there. Market a monster. How do we market a monster? We need to come up with something that, like, Bigfoot, right?
Yeah.
Like the dudes who made Bigfoot, they own a chunk of every piece of Bigfoot merchandise sold.
Yeah. And like chicken foot.
It's like Chickenfoot, that cryptozoological monster / band.
I always see. Oh, it's a band?
Yeah.
I thought it was just. I thought the shirts were for like a cryptid.
I was pretty sure that it was just from Invader Zim.
Most monsters are. Most monsters were created by Nickelodeon cartoonist Johann Vasquez. He's
prolific.
He's prolific and incredibly old. But we got to think of a monster that we can market to the fucking stupid marks that eat this bullshit up. Like, you listen to, like, cryptozoological podcasts, right, Graham?
Yeah.
Like what's some of the ones you listen to?
Like, should I name the podcast?
Yeah. We're not recording yet. When we come up with a good one, we'll record and we'll act all spooky and act like, ooh, but like, what podcast do you listen to about cryptids?
Well, I listen to the Myths and Legends podcast.
Okay, so you listen to Myths and Legends. I listen to the Crypt Kicker 5. So we're all aware.
Yeah.
My brother, my dead brother and me, things like that. So we got to come up with a monster that we can sell merchandise for. Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot,
Mothman.
Jersey Devil, Mothman, the Hurdy-Gurdy Creeper Man and his cricket mobile. That's a big one.
Moth.
Hey, if we're going to be making a lot of monsters, maybe we should invest in a monster factory.
That's another show.
Mothman. What's like a moth? A butterfly man.
Butterfly Man.
And he's a man. That's just Mothman with butterfly wings. Damn it.
Zach, you've been quiet. Give us one. Give us a hot one.
All right, so it's like 7 foot tall. It's got these really big horns and like 7 breasts. And
Now,
male or female?
And I've
it doesn't. It's like irrelevant. It's just 7 foot tall.
No.
I don't think you need to put it in a box.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm putting it in the box. If it's 7 pecs, how do you know that's just not abs? It could just be a dude with super defined abs.
Didn't you say that they were
7
breasts?
So that is a woman then.
No, it's a 7 foot monster with 2 big horns and 7 breasts.
Now, are the breasts symmetrical except for one, or are they just all over the place?
Hold on, let me check my drawing. They're kind of asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical?
I don't like that.
I don't know.
I like symmetry with my monsters.
I'm not sure if we can sell asymmetrical breasts.
Bigfoot isn't big. Well, I guess he is Bigfoot, isn't he?
I don't really.
They
know
call
what
it
Big tits.
do we know? But do we know?
That's another cryptid. Big tits.
But do we know if Bigfoot has just one big foot, or if he has big feet? Because shouldn't he be big feet?
I mean, there are prints of both feet,
and they're equal size.
You know what they say about a guy with big feet, right?
He's got big tits.
Big dong.
I don't know. I'm not done with big tits.
Big Don?
Big
His
Don.
name is Donald?
So it's a guy who's named Don.
And he has a huge pecker.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that would alienate some of our, targeted,
people with
buyers.
small dicks?
Yeah.
People who aren't named Donald?
Exactly.
If we can get Donald Glover is hot right now.
Frankly, though, Disney's doing a lot with Donald Duck and that new DuckTales, so we might want to avoid Donald.
But what about a duck? Ducks are scary.
Ducks are very... Oh, and geese have those teeth on their tongues?
Oh,
Yeah.
goose tooth.
Goose tooth.
Goose tooth. Say, count of 3. We're all going to say goose tooth together and see mouthfeel. 1, 2, goose tooth.
If 3 people say goose tooth and one person says big tits at the same time, it summons one of them at random.
But we don't know which one.
Well, we know because they don't...
Bloody Mary, you look in a mirror...
Yeah.
And you say Bloody Mary a certain number of times.
What if this one you don't look at a mirror? And that's the whole thing. You have to be looking at a mirror.
You frantically search for a reflective surface.
But then it's just the Bye-Bye Man, but with a goose.
I never saw it. You look at...
Well, the Bye-Bye Man's a great film, but it presupposes, what if you just strip out the Bloody Mary part of the mirror part of the Bloody Mary myth, and what if you also only have to say the word one time? He's like the nuclear weapon of ghosts.
Yeah, but if you go to a bar and say Bloody Mary once, it's summoned right there.
No, you have to say, sir, excuse me, or ma'am.
That's why you
Don't
never
be
order
sexist.
3 Bloody Marys at a bar.
Yeah.
Because it takes forever.
Also,
It's a very complicated drink.
I like tomato, but like that's too much tomato.
Can we get a goose tooth drink?
Ooh.
There's the alcohol, Grey Goose. Grey
yeah.
Goose.
Wait,
See,
hold on,
this is how we make money.
Is goose tooth is he gray?
What if we just get shark teeth and market them as goose teeth?
Oh my god.
That's it. Okay, so we have merchandise, tie-ins. I have an upset stomach. I hope that didn't get picked up on the microphone.
And if somebody says, like, oh, those are shark teeth, we can be like, no. That's why Goose Tooth is so scary, because he has the teeth of a shark.
he has the teeth of a shark.
Yeah.
Does he
I
have
mean,
the,
that's
the teeth of a shark or the tooth of a shark?
teeth.
Teeth.
Yeah, it's got to be
Like,
teeth.
but
'cause-
imagine like a giant like goose bill with like a giant like single tooth in the front.
But like,
But how will he kill
it'd be
anyone?
like, it's like a can opener. That,
More
like, bites down on the
importantly-
neck and like spins.
more importantly, how are we going to sell a lot of goose teeth if he's only got the one?
I think we say he has 1 million teeth.
Yeah. And maybe they
way.
But only one at a time.
Oh, and they could be like
Anytime-
multicolored, and we could sell like packs, and like you don't know what kind of goose tooth you're gonna get, and like they have to go for that chase rare.
Like Crazy Bones.
Yes.
Fuck Goose Tooth. What about Crazy Bones? He's a man whose bones are
Crazy.
He's a duck.
they're inverted. They're flipped. But
He's
left
a
to right.
duck
But like,
with crazy bones and butterfly wings.
wouldn't that just be a man standing backwards?
Yeah, that's what. That's
Okay,
what,
but
that,
hear
we
me
can
out.
we can fake it so easily. Like one of us just stands backwards. I get my cell phone out, and we're like, "Oh, it's
I don't
Crazy
want to be,
Bone."
I don't want to be the guy that
Okay.
stands
Okay,
backwards.
but hear me out. Can Crazy Bones be like 7 feet tall and have like 7 breasts?
No, because then he'd be crazy tits. You see a man
I
standing
think you're
backwards.
objectifying Crazy Bones.
Okay, Crazy Bones is a non-starter.
Non-starter. He doesn't start anything, and that's his whole thing.
No, that's
He's
just
already
lazy.
dead.
That's just a lazy guy.
I think what Zach just pitched is actually a corpse.
Okay, I like Goose Tooth. We're gonna put Goose Tooth in the maybe pile because we have
Goose Tooth.
we have marketing, we have easily faked stunts, and we have a tie-in deal with an alcohol. Which is there a Bigfoot alcohol? And by
Probably.
Probably.
by that I mean something you get in a bar, not one of your friends' IPAs. Because there's probably Jersey
IPA?
Devil. What does Jersey Devil have that no other cryptid has? A PlayStation 1 video game.
Oh,
mm.
I was going to say hooves.
Yeah, actually, Chris pitched a funny idea. What about the IPA?
IPA?
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but you just said, what if you bet your friend's IPA? Maybe it's like an imp.
Oh, IPA.
What's that?
IPA.
IPA.
Yeah, but what is it?
Indian Pale Ale.
But what could it... So like a ghost beer.
Well,
Yeah.
because
Like it's a pale ale.
in
Every Halloween at the 13th hour, if you order the special, you could summon the pale ale.
13th hour? Is this England?
Yes.
the Indian Pale Ale was developed so that you could transport beer from England to India and back again in order to keep the crew hydrated because water would become stale very quickly. But adding more hops to beer increases the lifespan of the beer.
So what you're saying is the monster should have a little red dot on his forehead.
I don't think so.
I think that's offensive.
Should he have baby
I think-
skulls like Dawson? That's less offensive, right? If he has the baby skulls like Dawson from Street Fighter?
I think what Graham was saying is the more hops you add to a beer, the longer the lifespan. So
Spring-heeled Jack. He hops.
No, it's a beer that never dies because you just keep adding hops to it.
Okay.
And Spring Hill Jack has blue fires in his eyes.
And it like sucks the hops out of other beers. It's a vampire.
Okay, is this a cryptid or have we made the hot new drink of the summer?
I think we just made a beer. Write that down so I don't forget it. We're going to come back to that.
It's a good way to make money to fund our cryptid stuff.
It's a great way to make money. But I think we need to build the brand, and then we come out and we say, we found this ghost beer in a haunted warehouse.
It was in an old pirate ship.
There's
An old Spanish galleon.
There's an old Spanish galleon, and we found the ghost. Like, the beers died, and they came back as ghost beer, and we sell them. But first, we have to have our breakout star. We need a chupacabra. We need a yaguai.
Chupa Chup Cabra.
Chupa Chop. He's like a chupacabra, but he's really sweet. Zach, give us a monster. You're good at coming up with stuff. No, wait, you came up with the tip. Who came up with the tip one? You or Graham?
That was him.
That was okay. So you're not good at coming up. I'm gonna give you a second chance. Come up with one. Top of your head.
All right, it's a monster. It's like 2 feet tall, and it's got 1 tit.
Can we circle back to Goosetooth?
Let's circle back to Goose Tooth because Zach is killing me.
I think Goosetooth would be a lot scarier if, instead of like a goose body, it was just like a neck, just like the neck of the goose, and it was like a snake.
Oh God,
That's horrific.
And then like it had like blood coming out of the butt of the neck butt.
So it was like someone chopped a goose's head off,
yeah.
and it snakes around.
What if that happens to any goose you chop the head off of?
Well, that's easily disprovable then.
But it's also easily provable.
But
what if we've stumbled upon an actual cryptid here? Let's go chop the head off a goose.
Here's the thing. Geese are kind of already like cryptids. They're unkillable. They just mess up the place, and they're very aggressive.
If you see one, you run. You see a goose, you instinctively run away.
So I think Graham... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, the only difference between a cryptid and a goose is the fact that we have gooses on film. I mean, geese. Or gooses.
What if the Loch Ness Monster is a goose neck and a head?
That's true, yeah. If you let it just keep growing, if you let it keep eating in like a large space, it just gets like infinite, like bigger.
And the little hump in the water is like, I don't know, maybe an inner tube?
Yeah.
You gotta float it somehow. It's not gonna float on its own. It's just like a loose neck.
I like Graham's idea of taking a goose and changing the anatomy of the goose.
Yeah, because a goose, I mean, I'm not going to say a goose isn't scary, but a goose isn't something that strikes you immediately as out of the ordinary.
So it's something...
Unless it's in an out of the ordinary place. If you're in a haunted office building and you open an elevator and then there's a goose there. Ooh.
What if... Okay, imagine this. It's like a horror movie. And all the people, they're in like a shed. And they've got it all locked up. And then you see a goose's head come through the door. And they're like, oh, good, it's just a goose. But then there's no body. Oh, no, it's Goosetooth.
Oh, no, wait. I had a scarier idea. I'm sorry. What if it was like a big monster and it had goose neck and heads instead of fingers?
Oh, God.
Well, I was going to say, what's creepier? A man, like a human body, with a long goose-like neck and a goose head.
With shark teeth.
With big sharp teeth.
Oh, does he have a shark tooth necklace?
Or a goose, and it still has a long neck, because the long neck is where the goose craziness is. Because it can whip it at you like a wet pool noodle. And it's just that action. But it has a human face. Like, it just comes up with a human face, and that human face just has the most perfect teeth. Like a good set of human chompers.
I mean, that's definitely scary, but like you kind of getting away from the goose tooth. It's just like it's like a human tooth.
Yeah. Can you keep your fetishes out of this, please?
But he's Gooseman. Louise Gooseman.
You just want your friend Louise Gooseman to like give him a job.
He's kind of sponsoring this future podcast we're going to be.
We just had the idea right now.
He's good for it.
Okay.
He's good for it. If we named one in his honor, it was like, it's Louise Gooseman.
I'm pretty sure there's already a Japanese cryptid that's just someone with a really long neck.
Yeah, but this is a goose, like it's 2 foot tall, it's eating bread, and you're like, oh, hey. Oh, okay. No face, just teeth. Goose body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Long, snaking, gross goose neck. Mouth. Human mouth with the perfect smile. Maybe lips. But that's it. Just
lips.
Just big kissable lips. So it's kind of sexy, but it's just a human mouth on a long tube with a goose body that can fly.
I'm getting mixed messages here based on the sexiness. We can't have 7 tits, but we can have kissable lips.
Well, it's the difference between PG and R. You can be a little sexy, but 7 tits is going crazy.
Can we circle back to goose fingers? That was the most terrifying thing I've ever heard. What if, okay, most cryptids are regional.
Mm-hmm.
We can just pick every place on the map that has geese and give them each their own goose cryptid.
I'm going to say one last thing about my idea. Human mouth, on a long neck, goose body. Here's the twist. It doesn't honk. It says the word honk.
Honk.
So you hear honk,
Honk.
honk. Like, who's saying a honk? Honk, honk. You turn around and there is a mouth, just the gums and the teeth, but it's the size of your head on the neck of a goose and the body of a goose.
Hey, Doug. Honk, honk. That's what you're pitching right
Who
now.
Okay.
let Scooter in here?
Well, that just defeated my idea. Okay, so
What if, sorry, I'm still thinking about the goose snake. What if, like, halfway down the neck, the goose turned, like, the feathers disappeared and it was just like a snake? What if we had a goose hydra?
see, that sounds like a Mexican thing. Like a Quetzal, well, not Mexican, Aztec, I guess. Like a Quetzalcoatl kind of thing, you know?
Oh, I was thinking more like Tsuchinoko.
He's a Quetzal in there.
What?
He's a Quetzalcoatl.
Oh my God,
It's acidic.
It's a pretzel, and it's made out of a goose neck and head.
What would we call it? Goose snake?
Pretzel quaddle.
Pretzel.
Okay, it's an axolotl, but its tail is a goose.
I think Andy hit on something really important, though. Regional.
Yeah.
What region are we in? We're in Texas, right?
Texas.
We got the jackalope, so Texas is done. We got our cryptid.
There's also the Fort Worth freak.
There's the Fort Worth freak. There's the goat man. Let's stay away from the goat man, though. I don't want any racial based. Because Candyman exists already, and Candyman's pretty perfect. Like, we're not going to get better than Candyman.
He's got such nice cheekbones.
I mean, they were racist towards him, so now he's made of bees.
And-
That's just the most logical,
yeah.
sensical monster you can create. Like, races and the bees, boom. It's just the perfect metaphor for itself. And a hook hand just for flavor.
What if we're going the wrong way with this? We're creating a lot of details, but there's like, what if we just create a name and let people do the work for us?
I like that idea.
Okay, so Zach, name a place, Graham, name for that place, then Andy, me, and we just go around in a circle. Zach, name a place that doesn't have a famous cryptid.
Garland.
You're thinking way too specific. Name a state.
I like that, Garland.
Okay, fine. Garland.
The bucket goose.
Oh my God.
See, I was going to say the Garland Marlin, and it's a fish.
No, that's shit. That's a sports team.
Okay, fine.
This isn't.
So the Garland bucket goose. Andy, name a place.
Des Moines.
Des Moines, Iowa?
Yeah. They probably have one, but I mean, they could use a second one.
Oh, do you mean Des Moines?
Des Moines?
Des Moines. It's the Des Moines.
Okay.
No, that sounds like a Star Wars planet.
That sounds like the main character of Assassin's Creed.
The Gunchler. The Des Moines Gunchler.
Okay, good. Graham, name a
Got a
place.
Gunchler.
Nantucket, Tennessee. No. Where's that from? Nantucket?
Nantucket?
I think it's Tennessee.
I think so. Oh well.
You're the only 10 I see, Graham.
Hey, we'll talk after this podcast. How about that, huh?
Okay, so
We're talking
Nantucket.
now, though.
Zach, give him a monster name.
Cobbler.
I think we got one. Cobbler. That's a word that's kind of lost meaning. Are there cobblers anymore?
There's one, and he's in Nantucket.
What does he do? Does he kill you with shoes? Does he turn people into shoes?
He puts nails in your feet.
Holy shit.
We're not supposed to give details.
I mean, we had to have some details, but not like...
He's a cobbler, and he lost his job because cobblers don't exist anymore, and now he stalks the night with nails. Also, he died a while back.
So what's the cobbler's motivation? Why does he stick the nails in people's feet?
Because automation has taken the jobs away.
But it can't just be revenge. It has to be something innocuous. Like, you don't really deserve it. That's what makes it even worse, is you don't deserve it, you know?
He thinks he's helping you.
Yeah, exactly. He thinks that your shoes are made poorly and he's going to fix them.
So what's the trigger?
Wait, what if he hates people who wear sandals or flip-flops or anything that can't be cobbled?
No shoes, no shirt, no service. You don't walk around barefoot in Nantucket or the cobbler will stick nails in your feet. It's a cautionary tale for children whose parents work in the service industry.
Okay.
I like it. He sticks nails in your feet. Zach, this is your baby boy. What's the cobbler look like? Give us one detail.
All right, cobbler. He's got like really good hair.
I thought for sure you were going to say something about tits.
He's
No,
got,
that goes
he's got
without
good
saying.
hair.
I moved on. My dream got shot down. I'll just like keep that
So
one for
should I
myself.
be saying tits so often?
Tits.
We're not recording. We're recording.
No, I just mean in general. Is it insensitive?
Graham, tits.
Just don't say it during the podcast.
Yeah.
You're right. We have to.
I'm just trying to improve myself as a person.
Okay. Well, then, bazoons,
Bazoons?
Bahanka.
bongos,
What
melons.
are we watching?
Big old...
Fucking Young Sheldon over here?
Everything I learned from sex, I
my-
learned from Ren and Stimpy.
What is-
so
Young Sheldon? That sounds like the most horrifying cryptid name I've ever heard.
young Sheldon. So he's like a turtle boy.
Yeah.
He's a turtle boy. Sheldon. That makes me think of a shell, or crab or turtle. Turtle. Let's go with turtle. Where does young Sheldon live?
Well, there's two. There's one that's by the sea, and he's a crab. And the other one...
We gotta stick with one. The turtle boy. He lives in the sewers. No.
He eats pizza.
No. Damn
That's
it.
a pretty good cryptid.
If it's a turtle boy.
Can you imagine, like, okay, what if, like, oh, don't go in the sewers because there's big turtles and, like, what else is in sewers?
Rats.
A big rat.
A big rat. Big,
And
so
they
it's like a
know
package
martial
deal.
arts.
I'm going to just say it. Snapping turtles can fuck you up.
So, like, we were saying how the Nantucket cobbler. God, Zach, I do love that Nantucket cobbler.
Also, he's got a turtle face.
The Nantucket. Well, they're all gonna have turtle faces. The Nantucket cobbler. You don't.
Nantucket
you
cobbler?
You don't go barefoot in Nantucket, or the cobbler will get you. These turtle boys don't give them flack. So it's like teaching children don't be rude.
To respect turtles, yeah.
Respect. Well, turtles.
Hey, can I also say we could make some money off of the Nantucket cobbler by making a kind of dessert?
Ooh.
Oh.
They'll go good with my
It'd have to
goose
be like a
tooth
cherry.
gray goose.
It'd have to be like a cherry filling.
Or peach.
See, I think the turtle boy thing, young Sheldon, we could make these little gross pies. There's like, never mind.
Pizza?
With young Sheldon, I feel like we should really stick with the pizza thing. Like, it could be a cautionary tale against pizza delivery.
I don't
boys.
know. I mean, they
It can
eat. Young Sheldon eats
I just-
pizza,
can I
but
just
I would
say
like to
something?
sell like these little pies with green filling. And yeah, what's up?
I'm obscenely sorry that I mentioned Young Sheldon. I wish I had never let those words out of my mouth.
Well, is it already something? Is there a show called Young Sheldon and it's about what's a good number? 4? 4 turtles that live in a sewer that eat pizza and maybe there's a rat attached?
No.
Then we're good.
Wait,
I
these
mean,
turtles
there's-
have rats attached to them? Like, where on their
Holy
head?
shit.
Like they're taped.
okay.
Tape isn't scary.
You know, yeah, what the fuck, Chris?
What
Okay.
if someone's doing it though? What if like it's
The
not
tape man. He puts tape on people.
I'm writing that one down.
Oh,
Tape
man. You get, like, the residue on your arm. You can't wash it off.
That's more inconvenient, though. What if he, like, tapes your eyes shut while you're asleep?
He helps me sleep. I have
Don't-
trouble sleeping, and
don't-
it's like, oh no. Oh, wait, eyes taped.
What if he tapes your nostrils shut
So-
and then your mouth?
Gainesville, Florida, don't waste office supplies or the tape man will get you. It's a cautionary tale for adults.
Can't turtles breathe out of their cloaca?
That's their butthole.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I was just gonna say, like, problem solved with the tape man.
I'm pretty sure young Sheldon can breathe through his butthole. The
What?
cryptid we just all 4
And
created.
I'm pretty sure the tape man knows about that. I'm pretty sure the tape man's gonna, like, just tape that right shut.
He's gonna tape
You
your
know-
tits shut.
You seem to
All
be
7 of them.
circling around this cautionary tale business. Some of them don't have to be cautionary tales. They can just be scare people.
I don't know. It just seems a cautionary tale. Then you have like a folklore kind of connection.
A lot of folklore is just to scare the shit out of people.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
Like, what is
cautionary. Don't do stuff ever.
Don't live.
What does the Jersey Devil like teach you?
Nothing.
Nothing. He's just the
Don't
Jersey
go to
Devil.
Well,
Jersey.
actually, no, that's not true because the Jersey Devil in the lore of the Jersey Devil, he was actually born to a woman who made a deal with the devil to have another child. And the devil...
Was the first one not good enough?
No, she had 6 before that.
Greedy woman?
Yeah. I mean, that's why she made a deal with the devil. And then it was born, and they were like, oh, this is a great baby. And then, like, a light flashed and lightning flashed or something, and then it turned into the Jersey Devil.
This baby makes my other 6 babies look like shit.
Yes.
It was
Thanks,
great.
devil.
There was a great big flash, and everything just changed.
Wait.
His molecules got all rearranged.
So, hold on. You're telling me the Jersey Devil, and I hate to harp on something that's already created,
Yeah,
but
fuck
the
you,
Jersey
creator of the Jersey Devil.
the Jersey Devil is the Antichrist on Earth.
Maybe not the Antichrist.
But a woman makes the deal with the devil. She has a child. Like, if Jesus came from God, like, waving his hands and be like, Mary, you're pregnant now. The devil does the same thing. She gives birth. That's an immaculate conception with the devil. But instead of, like, bringing about Armageddon, he's been fucking around in New Jersey for 35 years.
In the Pine Barrens.
What's in those Pine Barrens that keep him so fucking in? What has the Jersey Devil got up there? You think he's, like, making hooch?
What about
I would be extremely surprised if he wasn't making hooch.
the Jeremy Devil? I'm sorry, I had nothing. He's a devil, and his name is Jeremy. And this guy, he's not like a devil conception. Maybe he's like a Cambrian conception, like he's from an incubus or something, like a lesser demon.
Does California have any good cryptids? By California, I don't mean like the forest area, like the.
Isn't that show the OC about cryptids?
I kind of like Andy's idea. What if we can't come up with a great one on our own, what if we just take other cryptids and like make off-brand cryptids?
I'll tell you why, because we're gonna end up with big tits again.
Okay.
Well, we could have like instead of Bigfoot, Big Root, Big Toot.
Big root. Big root beer. No. Okay. The jackalope. He's the jackalope.
Yeah, take a
There's
look.
just a guy named Jake with some horns.
Yeah, with their antlers.
It's just Jake, and he got married, but he did it really quickly and didn't want his parents to find out.
Oh, well, young love.
Does Vegas have a cryptid?
Elvis.
Greed.
I mean, I guess Elvis being like living dead Elvis is kind of a cryptid.
Elvis can be anywhere at any time. Sometimes he's officiating a wedding, but at the same time,
God.
he's doing a show. How does he do it? He's a cryptid.
Andy stumbled upon something on accident.
Weapon
what if
Elvis.
What if we give cryptids weapons like they're battle beasts?
Oh my god.
A brand new line of toys that everyone will go crazy for. Loch Ness Monster, it's like the
Lock
$60.
and load Ness.
He's a lock and load Ness monster. Guess what? He's got a rocket launcher and tank treads for feet.
And a bandana, because I think he'd look nice in that.
What could Bigfoot have? What would Bigfoot's weapons be?
Bigfoot, he has big hands, which I don't know why that's not in the title.
What if he just has big steel-toed boots and he kicks you?
Because you're kind of losing the brand there. His brand is big naked feet.
Yeah. What if every other part of him's covered?
What if we invent like a brass knuckle but for your foot?
Like a foot knuckle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you think brass is the part that makes that about the hand?
You have knuckles on your feet.
Yeah, but like, no, but, like, I don't know. That seems really weird. A foot knuckle would just be the bone.
You changed an interesting part of the name.
What if we have a monster called the foot knuckle?
Oh my god. And
Writing that one down.
That's like a Catskills kind of monster. The foot knuckle.
he's a spider made entirely out of toe knuckle bones.
Or he's a spider made entirely out of toenails.
Oh.
Can I just do a palate cleanser?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
What if there's just a spider that comes down onto your bed while you're asleep and steals a little bit of your breath away each night until you get older and older and then you die?
I like that. What if we made it really gross?
I was trying to get away from the
That's
gross.
the part
I know,
I like about it
but
is that it's not gross.
I want to get grosser.
I know you do, Chris, but we'll have to wait until after the podcast.
What if he comes to your bed every night while you're sleeping, and he just crawls in your mouth, and then leaves?
Yeah, but then he's not killing you.
the grocer.
The green grocer.
He goes into your house and leaves groceries. I'm sorry, I gotta workshop this, guys.
Okay, so
He's a spider.
Let's go to Graham's. I feel like I railroaded Graham's. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's a great idea.
Graham
The
is
spider. It comes down. He steals your. How does he steal your breath though? Because that makes it sound kind of romantic, like he's a vampire spider or a sleepwalker.
You take my breath away, spider.
What if he spins a web over your mouth?
Ooh, that's
It's
nice.
like bags it up.
I was about to say, I like the way you work it. I was about to say, if he's a spider who takes a little bit of your breath every night and then you die, is that like what everyone does? Is that like how death works? Like without this spider, would everyone just be immortal? Or
No, I think that there are other cryptids that will kill you by stealing your breath in increments.
hold on, is the only way to die is if a cryptid kills you? If cryptids didn't exist, would everyone just live forever?
Because now you're pitching a religion, and that's where we make the big bucks.
That
If
is.
L. Ron Hubbard taught us anything,
Does that
allegedly, it's that making up a religion is the most profitable business you can have.
Does that make humans the greatest cryptid of all? We can never die. We can invent new cryptids. We can get
Did
real
a spider get you?
Oh my god, it's in the room.
Zach, give us one more off the top of your dome. I feel like you're being quiet. Come on, man. You got to have something great inside you. Other than the Nantucket Cobbler, which to me, I know we're all leaning towards Graham's spider, which is terrifying, but I love the mouthfeel of the Nantucket Cobbler.
The spider's legs are geese.
The spider's wearing shoes. He's the cobbler.
Oh my god.
Zach, give us one. Top your dome. Go.
Hot dog man.
I love it.
I love it. He's a man. He sells hot dogs. Fuck, that's just a business. That's just a job.
Most of these are jobs.
You just hate poor people. Zach, I think you're just phobic of people
Hey,
who are blue collar workers.
That gives me an idea about the spider.
Yeah?
What if the spider's legs were hot dogs? And he could be called the sausage spider.
What if the spider... Okay, I want to go back to the gross out thing.
No, wait. The spider, instead of shooting web, it's like linked sausage.
Okay.
Like a never-ending
We're going to
chain.
combine all the ideas. Here we go.
Yeah.
The spider. He is wearing 8 shoes. 8 steel-toed boots.
Yes.
That he got from a cobbler.
No, they're brass.
They're brass boots. Okay, they're brass boots that he wears. He comes down on a web made of hot dogs.
Yes.
He goes into your mouth and every night steals a tooth.
Oh boy.
So, see, I think a spider stealing your teeth is fucking frightening.
I feel like you'd run out of teeth pretty quick.
But that's the thing. Kids lose all their teeth.
Oh, wait.
What if we take the tooth fairy thing instead of being a reward? It's like, you better not lose your fucking teeth.
No.
What? Okay.
I've got such a good idea, guys.
Okay.
Incidentally, I had an idea that maybe the spider was completely like reflective, like a mirror, and we could call him the silver spider. But that doesn't matter right now. What if the spider comes into your mouth, steals one of your teeth, and then lays an egg shaped like a tooth?
Oh
Where it
my god!
was.
Oh my god! Okay, we gotta get rid of the feet. We gotta get rid of the hot dog thing. It's just a spider who takes your teeth and replaces it with spider eggs.
Yeah.
What do we call
So
it?
the lesson.
It
Okay.
needs a name. It needs a name and a place. Zach, hit me with it.
I mean, I don't know. Do we want to make
The
that
Tennessee
localized?
tooth spider.
There you go.
The
Oh,
Tennessee
God.
tooth spider.
Don't they
Here.
have teeth in Tennessee?
No, that's the lesson. Is that you should take pliers and remove all your teeth? Because what if they're eggs?
Is it better as a tooth spider or the tooth crawler? Because then we don't.
Yeah, the Tennessee tooth crawler.
Say it in a Stan Lee voice.
The Tennessee tooth crawler.
Now say tooth spider.
The Tennessee tooth spider. I didn't know that cryptids were just Marvel comic
Well, no,
book characters.
I'm saying if it sounds good in the Stan Lee voice, we want to go with the opposite.
Oh, okay.
We want to go more like a
Hey, true
EC
believers.
Comics.
The Tennessee tooth spider.
Nah, that Tennessee tooth. I think I like the wall crawler.
I don't know.
He's in their neighborhood, and he's overly friendly.
So this guy, Peter Parker, he gets bit by a spider that steals teeth, and now he has the power to steal people's teeth.
Fuck you, Dr. Octopus. And he just rips out his teeth. And he's like, oh God, I'll never do another crime again.
He can't shoot webs or anything. All he can do is take out people's teeth.
Could you imagine
With
if
his
a
hands.
superhero walked up to you, you were a bad guy, you just robbed the bank, and without saying a word, and without breaking eye contact, he reached into your mouth and just ripped the tooth out?
What if you're not a villain, and this is just a guy who walks the streets at night and steals people's teeth?
Okay. What if instead of being a spider, it was a man? And he just walked up.
But then he can't lay the egg.
What if he just puts a goose egg in your...
Now imagine a man sitting over me while I'm in bed, like shitting out a tooth into my mouth. And I want to kill myself.
I like the spider
I
better.
like the spider.
Okay,
I like
I'm going to say
Graham's
one
idea.
last thing, because I do love your idea. But one last thing, and if you don't like it, we'll go back to your idea. It's a man, and he'll wear like a trench coat, so he's creepy looking, got a Babadook thing. He walks up to you, and he'll rip out one of your teeth, and then he will hand you a deviled egg. And then you're like, oh, that's nice. I'm upset about the tooth, but we got a deviled egg. Do you like
So he offers you an egg in this trying time.
He offers you an egg.
The Denver Deviled Egger.
Someone in the Discord just came in and said, the Denver Deviled Egger, that's a go. That's my favorite one.
He's Deviled Edgar.
Graham, what I said before, if you don't like it, we'll go back to your idea.
With the devil.
What do you think? Do you think my idea is better? Because
No.
tough, that's the one we're going with.
Okay, cool.
No.
Well, I don't. I still. I know. I don't know. I feel kind of loyal to the spider now.
Well, that's the thing. Is that Denver's in Colorado, and that's where the tooth guy is, the Deviled Egg Man. But the spider's in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Graham,
So just avoid Colorado and Tennessee and you're good.
you just said you were loyal to the spider.
Oh no.
Is this real? We're all
No.
working. We're supposed to come up with fake things to work
Of
people.
course not.
Graham, if this is real, you have to fucking tell me. I don't want a spider crawling in my mouth. Was the goose thing real too?
No. Hey,
I'm
Hey.
starting to get spooked. I don't
hey,
think
we're
I'm
talking about the Tennessee tooth spider, not the Texas tooth spider.
Oh fuck! You just changed. You
Graham,
kept
where
the
were you
spiders. You kept the spiders, but you just changed the name.
Yeah. No.
Okay, we got the Tennessee tooth spider. We got the Nantucket cobbler. We got goose tooth. We're gonna lose everything else. We're losing the hot dog man. We're losing 10 tits. Zach,
It was 7 tits.
It was seven
Seven,
tits, and then he
sorry.
tried one tits later
7
on.
perky tits.
Zach, you gotta give me. Come on, I'm begging. Give me some gold.
He already gave you gold.
Give me some silver. Give me some
Or
myrrh.
bronze.
Give me
for your
some
feet.
myrrh. Come on, Zach.
Bronze is good.
Look at me.
It's a nice
Look
hard
at me.
metal.
I believe in you. Give the
Oh,
top
wait,
of your
it's
dome.
brass.
Top of your dome.
They're not
Give me
bronze
one.
knuckles.
Give me one.
All right, it's the tangerine tickler.
Oh,
Does it? Wait, hold on. Is he tangerine and he tickles you, or is it a tangerine that tickles you, or is it someone who tickles your tangerines?
That sounds like a guy who just tickles your balls.
That's exactly what.
The
it
Baltimore
is.
ball fondler already exists. Can't use it.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that one. Okay,
You been in contact with that cryptid?
I try to avoid that one after our last meeting. No, I'm gonna go with
Baltimore ball fondler is just a dude's screen name. He just tells people he's a cryptid because he doesn't want to admit he's unemployed.
Oh, I got a
just
great
block
idea.
him. Don't talk to that guy.
We
I
need
live
a-
in the woods because I'm a monster.
We need a
No, you
cryptid-
live in the woods because you're poor.
We need a cryptid for Texas. Big Texas Comer. Wait, that's also a porn name. Never mind.
Texas, we have the jackalope.
Yeah.
Jersey has the Jersey
Oh,
Devil.
it-
Nantucket now has the
The
cobbler.
jackalope, and it's a rabbit that jerks off a lot.
Hey, to get off of this fun sex thing, could we go? What if Big Tex was a cryptid?
Oh god.
Like the ghost of Big Tex since he burned down?
I was just thinking like the actual dude.
Like what
like-
is he doing like the rest of the year?
I don't know.
Stuck
They
in
lock
the
him up.
plains.
They lock him up.
Wait, did you say
A
the actual
giant
dude?
prison.
Like they're like Big Tex is a statue, but then there's also a 20-foot tall man.
Yeah, no, I mean, who do you think was the father of Paul Bunyan?
Is his
Because
name
it
Tex
wasn't
Bunyan?
Big Tex.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
But do we
because he
want?
came later.
But do we want a giant cryptid though? Like Loch Ness monster can hide in the lock. He can hide
Loch Ness
underwater.
Monster is very big.
Well, what?
No,
if,
but I'm saying he can hide underwater. Unless Big Tex is aquatic, where's he going to
Under
hide?
a big cowboy hat.
So we got to find a big cowboy hat.
I mean, you're not gonna have to look far. This is Texas.
Okay, Graham wanted to move us away from sex.
Okay.
What if we move right back? Big sex.
Big sex.
It is exactly the same as Big Tex,
Whoa.
but his chaps, no pants under him.
Assless.
Big sexy Dawn.
Now, I have a problem with what Zach just said. All chaps are assless. That is a thing that people say about pants that have the ass cut out. But
what
chaps
if-
traditionally do not have asses.
What if Big Sex doesn't have an ass?
Oh my god!
Oh, what if he's a dude with invisible genitals?
He's the assless horseman.
No. That's perfect.
The assless horseman?
He regrets that he had his ass chopped off, and now he visits his pain upon others.
But does he throw butts at people?
No, he chops off their asses.
Oh, I guess he'd still throw... Well,
And then he throws them
Headless Horseman throws pumpkins.
at
What would-
Icky Butt Crane. Crane's like a goose. It's all sick. It rhymes. It's like poetry.
What kind of cryptid can we make from Star Wars? Is Porg a cryptid?
Why?
Because Star Wars is hot right now.
No, because Star Wars was made to make money, and this podcast is made just to make money.
We gotta remember, it has to be...
Ewoks are cryptids now.
Here's
There
our
you go.
list of criteria. Regional, believable, marketable.
Okay,
The rubes who are going to listen to this podcast we're going to record. I mean, I'm a pretty serious paranormal investigator. I got Geiger counters. I got EMF readers.
And they're all very
Ecstasy
nice.
mother-
I have a bunch of baby monitors. So I need something that when I tell my clients, which I like to affectionately refer to as stupid marks, hey, be careful of the Tennessee tooth crawler. You know, it needs to be something that someone of below average intelligence would believe exists. Yes, Graham.
What if we say that the Ewoks weren't
What's an Ewok?
the Ewoks weren't actually men in suits?
They were real.
They were real, and they brought them in, and
They're little bear people.
yeah. And if you say if anybody has a picture of like an empty costume or whatever, you can say, oh well, that's what happened after the shooting was done.
And they want revenge.
What if they are?
Because we're on some InfoWars level stuff here, where it's now a conspiracy. A lot of people now believe that movies are trying to tell us something, that the Illuminati hide things. Which, by the way, I'm saying I'm a paranormal investigator. That's all bullshit. Blah blah blah. We use that to trick stupid marks, but the Illuminati is real. We can all agree on that.
Yeah, and they don't hide anything in movies; they hide it in podcasts.
the moon isn't real, but the forest moon of Endor is. And what if the Ewoks are guys in suits, but the suits are alive? And
Like
that's what an Ewok actually is.
So like Spawn.
no.
Do you just explain Spawn to me? They have living
Hold
suits.
on. Let me pick up this copy of Spawn that I keep on my person at all time. Damn, that actually does look like an Ewok.
No, I'm going with Graham's idea. George Lucas went
Ooh,
to,
what kind of crypt is that?
let's say, deepest, darkest Peru, where there are these small bears, and he got them to pretend like they were men in suits to film his movie. And then when they were done, skinned them to make replicas. Now, we thought they were extinct. They're still out there. What can we call them?
I mean, do you think we'd get in a lot of trouble if we just called them Ewoks?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want to fight Disney.
I do not want to fight Disney.
I might want to fight Disney.
Donald Duck looks too much like a goose to me, and because of the opening of this podcast, I'm scared of all waterfowl. They love marmalade too. So don't leave your marmalade out, or they'll get it.
Something about bears.
Bears. Just call them bears.
Oh my god, that sounds.
Each state could have its own bear.
Why not? Why states? Why not countries?
Every continent has a bear. Like
They
even
already do, except for Africa.
Are you? They're real?
bears are real.
Bears are real.
We were making this shit up. You can't just.
Oh god.
Bears are real. How big are the bears though? Are they tiny like Ewoks?
No, they're very big.
Oh, then who
Like how
cares?
big?
Like bigger than you. Bigger than about as big as.
So they're 5'9", 5'10"?
No, they're probably about 7 or 8 feet.
Holy
standing up on their hind legs. Well, some of them are very small.
Okay, that's good. Those are the ones who were in Star Wars.
I guess. I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, I'm getting confused.
You brought this on yourself, buddy.
We're not recording. You can level with me. The whole bear thing, that's bullshit. We're gonna go on our podcast and say there's something that called bears are. Hey, guess what? Everyone's telling you bears are fake. They're all fiction. Bears are real, and there's one on every continent
Except Africa.
except Africa.
But they got a lot of shit to worry about. They don't need bears.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Does Africa have any cryptids?
I'm sure.
Africa is like cryptid central, man. I don't know any of their names.
That explains why we're recording this podcast in Africa.
Yeah.
On the Serengeti, if you listen closely,
Is there a Serengeti Yeti?
there is now.
What
Okay.
about Serengeti Eddie? And
That's just the guy that takes you on the tour to try and see the Serengeti Yeti.
I
Yeah.
know, I was reading his name tag when I said that.
He's pretty cool.
And then at night he goes home to Serengeti Betty.
Hey, they're deeply in love, and they happen to have the same nickname. It's very rare. And we
Wait,
should be happy for
Were you
them.
saying Serengeti Betty, or he's going to Betty, like Betty Bye? Because
That's
he
what
can go. I thought you said Betty, like he's. Ooh, it's time for
Can't
me
be
to
both.
hit Betty Bye. But you're
can
saying
have
he's
two.
sleeping with someone named Betty.
He goes to Betty with Betty.
Yeah, he's married to Serengeti Betty.
It's a
Serengeti
it's a
Betty,
poly-
who wants a Serengeti Yeti, goes to bed with Serengeti Betty.
Okay, new cryptid Serengeti Getty, and he keeps you awake at night with his bass guitar and his loud singing.
Okay, we're getting off target here. Let's come up with one last good one. Graham, read us through the list so far. Can you be writing these down? Which are the ones that are the winners and which are the wieners? And by wieners, I mean ones that we don't like, not the ones specifically made of hot dogs. Hot Dog Man is a wiener, but not because he's an actual wiener, but because I don't like that idea.
Can I just say that, like, I would much rather have a cobbler put nails on my feet than have someone, like, rub hot dogs all over my face when I sleep? Like, I choose that.
That's insane.
He,
I can go get some nails and I can go get some hot dogs and we can test this theory right now.
He stands over you in bed,
Yeah.
and he stares at you until you wake up. And then he opens his mouth as you scream, and hot dog water drools out into your mouth.
I want to die.
That's pretty gross.
That is my nightmare.
What if
His name is Hot Dog Pete.
What if it's someone who just has like the mustard and ketchup water?
Mustard Man.
The mustard man. Do you know the mustard?
The Maryland
Graham,
Mustard Man.
hit me with the ones we got that are the real winners.
Gainesville Tape Man.
Totally forgot about the Gainesville Tape Man. Gotta be honest.
That was years ago.
Nantucket Cobbler.
Like that one.
The Garland Bucket Goose. Goose Tooth.
We were on a real goose kick.
Yeah, we were for a while.
Right goose kick down there. He's a goose and he
kick.
also wears big steel boots.
Okay, I'll put that right under foot knuckle. And then we've got the Tennessee Tooth Spider or Crawler. We're not.
I think I like Tennessee Tooth
Different
Crawler
parts
better.
of Tennessee call them different things.
Yeah, that's fair. Tennessee Tooth Crawler, and I just have the word SAR. I don't know what that is.
SAR.
SAR. And then there's like this weird kind of like glyph next to it.
What if we came up with a fake disease, like a cryptid disease? We call it SARS.
Okay,
And get
next
people
one.
really concerned about it.
And then we've got Ghost Beer. And then...
What about Ghost Beard?
the Des Moines Gunschler.
What if it's a beard that doesn't have a body
It's just hair.
and it's just hair?
That sounds like
And you wake up one day and you're like, oh, my face is all itchy. I'm really growing my beard out. And then you go to sleep and you wake up, you're clean shaven. Because the beard like absorbs other people's beards, and it just keeps bigger and bigger. Kind of sounds like a Star Trek monster, but there's something there.
I like it.
What if it's an invisible man, but you just see his beard?
And then like people know exactly where to shoot.
Why wouldn't you see his other hair?
Because he's bald like me.
No, he waxes.
Well, I mean, that's his choice, honestly. I mean, if you want to
Graham, I want you to imagine this. Imagine a beard without a body. It's just a beard. You walk behind it, you see the inverse of the beard. You just see a beard floating, right? Now the beard's attached to an invisible man, right? Now imagine if that invisible man, whose beard is the only thing visible, ate a hot dog.
Ugh.
And
imagine just seeing a beard moving up and down as you just see an item of food break down and be digested.
okay, he needs a region. How about the Brazilian beard man? And that's why he's waxed all over.
Love it. Brazilian, write that fucking shit down.
We can sell wax.
Oh my god.
How do you fend yourself off from the Brazilian beard man?
You gotta glue body hair to him.
You gotta be clean shaven.
Yeah.
That's the tie-in with Harry's. Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast
So I'm safe. You three
might be in the future sponsored by Harry's.
If they send us money, if not,
yeah, then fuck them.
then fuck them.
Casper. If they don't send us money, fuck it. You get a good night's sleep and the beard man won't mess with you. What could Blue
Could
Apron?
that be our tie-in? Like we promised that cryptids won't mess with you? Like a certain advertiser's products will keep you safe?
Give me one for Blue Apron. Give me one for Blue Apron. What would Blue Apron save you from? If you're like some kind of food goblin who hides in your pantry.
Blue Apron will include a special seasoning that can kill the monster in your stomach that will eat all of your food.
Tapeworms are cryptids?
Well, it's like a tapeworm, but he's got arms and legs.
And a human face.
Oh,
You really like that human face stuff.
Have you ever seen Friday the 13th? Not Friday the 13th. Damn it, I did it again. You ever see Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
No.
When they go into the warehouse and there's dogs with people's faces? It's pretty effective.
No, we were talking about the tape man before.
Yeah.
What's a tiny man who lives in your stomach and eats all your food? But no.
Blue Apron is the only way, because he only eats bad food. Blue Apron has the best food.
And if he eats good food, he dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Graham, I think I'm gonna go check my bank account and I'll suddenly have $1 million because your idea is like $1 million worth.
Okay, Zach. Squarespace. What can Squarespace defend you from? What creature can Squarespace defend you from?
All right, so if you have a really good website
Yes.
that you just created effortlessly,
Yes.
you are safe from the ulcer in your stomach not becoming a realized human being, because that's what ulcers are.
We're going a lot of body horror here.
We
I
are.
like it.
Honestly, though, like I kind of want to go back to the Blue Apron thing. I think we really got something at Blue Apron because I honestly think I have contact at Blue Apron. What we should do is there is like the vengeful ghost of a rat that was killed in a kitchen, and the rat really all it wanted was for you to just make really good meals. So the only way to keep it sated and happy is if you use the freshest ingredients, what you get with Blue Apron.
We need like a play on words for the name.
Ratatouille.
Rat with 2 T's. I've got a great idea.
Is there a food that has the word rat in it? Like rat burgers. No, that's not a real thing.
Rat scatty.
Call it, if we could just change it a little bit and make it grats instead of grits.
You know how there's a vegetable wrap? Vegetable rat.
There you go.
The vegetable rat. It's a famous dish that kind of sounds like it has the word rat in it. I think that's a go. Okay, so Blue Apron. We got the vegetable rat. Andy? Well, we can't do Casper because Casper's just a fucking ghost. That one's already done.
We did that one.
Audible.com.
Well, the tape man, he makes you inaudible.
What if it's a monster that's infuriated if it hears you reading to yourself? It can hear thoughts, and when you read, it just pisses him off. But if you actually listen to an audiobook, it keeps him away. Or what if it's a monster who is just scared of people? Like, he kills people, right? But if he hears people talking, he gets freaked out. So when you're reading to yourself. That's the one time you are not in a, like you're watching a movie, scares the monster away. You're watching television, scares the monster away. You listen to a great podcast, brought to you by the four of us, scares the monster away. Reading, you're fucking dead.
What if it's just like a monster who doesn't have eyes and he's angry at everyone who has eyes?
Oh,
when
that's
they
true.
Use eyes.
But if you listen to an audiobook, he'll just sit down next to you and just chill. And,
Yeah.
like, listen to it with you.
Just wants to hear a story, man.
Yeah.
He just wants to be your friend.
He's just like, oh, Lord of the Rings, oh, snap. Hell yeah.
I wish I could have read that.
Everyone's
for
going
giving me
crazy over this.
Thank you for giving me this experience. How about we try some of this lovely thing from Nature Box?
The Nature Box turtle. No, see, I'm going back to fucking turtles again.
Nature box sounds like a cryptid. It's a box made of nature.
It's a box in nature. Like, you go into the woods, right?
Oh.
And you just see everything in nature. There's a cardboard box.
And there's a guy, and he's got big feet, and he delivers your food to you.
No, but just imagine. Okay, it's a forest clearing.
It's me, Bigfoot.
You've been walking. No, Bigfoot talks like this. Hi, I'm
No.
Jason Statham. I'm Bigfoot. I mean, that's what I meant to say.
No,
Wait.
this is Bigfoot right here.
Jason Statham?
Jason Lee. Sorry, I'm Jason Statham, and I'm the most terrifying cryptid there
Crabman.
is.
Crabman. I need to finish this list.
If I don't finish this list in 30 days, my heart will explode. I'll be brown bread. Okay. Walking through the forest. You've been walking through the forest for hours, right? You come to a clearing. Like an idyllic clearing. The canopy of the trees above you is blotting out the sun except for a few streaks of light that are coming in. And that's when you see it, barely illuminated in the distance. A cardboard box.
And the box.
Do you lift the box up? The answer is no. Because every single person who has lifted that box up, never seen again. The nature box.
Because it's like a lure for human beings.
Exactly. They think, oh, there might be a Sony PlayStation in there.
Oh, look at all that box. It could hold so many delicious snacks. But
Yeah.
the thing is, if you have a nature box delivered to your home, you don't have to go wandering in the woods to find cardboard boxes
That
of
one's
food.
safe. That one's safe.
Yeah, guaranteed safe.
This is a guaranteed safe nature box. I love it.
I think the scariest cryptid would be the sellout strangler. And he kills the three of you for being sellouts.
I'm
You just
sorry.
said that I had $1 million idea.
Yeah. And now I have like $4 million because you three died and left all your money to me.
Okay, Pete.
Dang.
Fucking pulling up Pete over here. Fucking Pete Townsend. Fucking
hot-
millionaire calling us sellouts.
Fucking hot dog Pete over here. Gonna fucking go to town with all of his hot dog
Oh my
money.
God.
So
Pete
his hot-
Townsend has been Hot Dog Pete the whole time.
He's Pete Townsend, but he has hot dogs for fingers. So you throw him a guitar, and if he can't play it with his hot dog fingers, you know it's not the real Pete Townsend. I think we hit a high on the nature box, though. I also really like.
If they pay us, yeah.
That's true. I like the Blue Apron.
If they don't pay us, we can threaten to tell people that their products are cryptids.
So
Oh my
Big Island
God.
pineapple. Beware of the Big Island pineapple.
Big Island pineapple.
Oh, I forgot. Andy's your whole thing is that you're bringing back Tales from the Crypt. Like that's the tie-in.
Yeah. I'm trying to do like a tie-in with like Sega.
So like Kyle MacLachlan gets killed by a Big Island pineapple.
Yeah.
I like
And
it.
there's no lesson. He should have bought Nature Box.
He should have bought Nature Box.
He
Or
should have
he
convinced-
did, and Nature Box was
Yeah,
bad.
he should have convinced Nature Box to sponsor this program.
Yeah.
Uses some of his star
Yeah.
power.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Moving to Georgia.
Fucker.
Bastard.
Dumb fucking piece of shit.
I love you, Kyle.
Go make a pizza.
I love Kyle MacLachlan too.
Yeah, I mean, Twin Peaks: The Return was really good.
Yeah.
But him getting killed by a pineapple is going to be a career highlight for him. Okay, so I think we got enough cryptids for a first episode,
definitely,
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there, Zach? I'm going to give you one last chance to bring the thunder, bring the hurt. I'm going to give you some caveats, okay?
Okay.
Don't say the word titty.
Okay.
Give me one solid go-home monster from the top of your dome.
All right, it's the
And it has to be good enough that they could be a PlayStation 1 video game made of them.
okay. It's the Louisville Liquor.
Closet crabs.
We're not starting the show until we get this one hammered out. Because this is the most believable one. And we're in Louisville right now. Well, I am. Andy's in Africa, and I'm Skyping with him.
It's gonna take a lot to get me away from you.
I'm Skyping from an undisclosed location.
What's this Louisville Liquor?
Louisville Liquor. Well, I have this like image of you hear something in the middle of the night. You get out of bed, and then you feel something cold rake across your feet.
And that's the Louisville Liquor.
No, they're hot dogs.
Okay. Is the Louisville Liquor A tiny man with a big mouth that licks your teeth? B, a tongue. It's just a tongue that just crawls around like a fucking snake.
C, it's a big man with a tiny tongue.
It's a big man with a tiny tongue.
That's why he's so frustrated. He can't lick anything.
D,
The nickname is ironic.
it's a monster that lives underneath your floorboards and it just sticks its tongue up through the slots between the floorboards.
Oh.
I have carpet, so I'm good.
You're good. Well, the
I live on the
cautionary
ground
tale. The cautionary tale is don't have floorboards in your house or your deck. Get carpet.
If we could get a carpet company to sponsor that, it'd be great.
I like this Louisville Liquor though. Is it a toad? Is it a frog? Because remember, it needs to be
It's just a
it's
toad.
a toad that shows up and disappears at random. It's a
What
ghost toad.
That's regular toads. I've never seen a toad like
What
coming
if
to
it's
view.
just like an undulating mass of tongues?
Like a ball of tongues.
Well, I was thinking more like a oval.
What if it's a tiny man with bloodshot eyes and gross white, almost translucent skin, and when he opens his large mouth, he has two tongues. Not a forked tongues. Two separate tongues.
Are they side by side or are they on top of each other?
They are side by side. That way they can go up and down like paddling feet.
Can he do tricks with them?
If you answer a riddle, then yes. He'll do tricks with his tongue. And he'll teach
riddles.
you.
We haven't gotten into riddles with cryptids.
We haven't gotten into riddles with cryptids. So you beat him in a riddle. What can a two-tongued man teach you to do? Well, there's the obvious.
Eat ice cream.
Eat ice cream.
Twice as fast.
Twice as fast.
But then you have less
What's
time
something-
with your ice cream.
What's something pleasurable you can do with your tongue? Like it. Oh, that thing where you kind of roll up your tongue and whistle through it? He can teach you that.
What if he teaches you hot licks on your guitar?
Oh my god.
The Louisville Liquor is a tiny man with two tongues, really good on guitar.
Yeah, he licks your feet when you step out of your bed at night when you hear a strange noise. But afterwards, it's okay because he'll climb out from under your bed and do some sweet guitar licks.
Well, most rock stars have a foot thing.
And
That's
he can take his two tongues and he can make them high five.
So
While he's shredding, because he's the coolest.
movie adaptation. Who plays Louisville Liquor? We're all gonna say Gene Simmons. Fuck that
No,
guy.
Ryan Gosling.
He's done. No, we need a rock star. We need someone who's cool. Who's a cool.
If anyone-
Ryan Gosling's too doughy. If we were coming up with soft dough man, and that's our monster. He's charmingly wounded. Oh, check out this charmingly wounded cryptid. He has some real problems, but that somehow makes him endearing to us. He doesn't emote well. That's the cryptid right there. Doughy soft boy. But we need a badass, screeching, hot licks inducing creature for our Netflix original movie, which we are penning right now. I'm saying this cryptid thing's off. We've come up with our... It's like Troll Hunters. Forget that. DreamWorks Trolls. Don't forget that because I actually really like that
I thought
series.
you meant Troll Hunter, the other DreamWorks Troll Hunter.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Netflix. Netflix animated for kids.
Dawn of the Croods.
Dawn of the Crude style. The Louisville
Day of the
Liquor.
Croods.
We're probably going to change the
Return of the Living Croods.
We're going to call it Louisville Liquor probably because a lot of people don't know where Louisville is. They know where Louisville is.
Now I feel like you've lost the brand.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, Louisville Liquor.
Fucking sellout.
Who plays the Louisville Liquor?
The Texas Time Tree.
Is it a time traveling tree?
I don't think you're ready to know that.
Or is it a tree that can tell time?
I don't
Because
think
both sound helpful, and I'm not scared of either.
They
And
can
he
do
teaches
both.
kids history.
If it can do one, you better hope it can do the other.
I feel like the problem, we're never going to make this podcast because Graham has way too many good ideas.
I was going to say Slash would be the perfect pick for the Louisville Liquor because he already has that Babadook thing going on. He's got the crazy hair and he's got the big hat.
Yeah, I'd be pretty unsettled if
And his
Slash
nose ring?
crawled out from under my bed at night.
What if Buckethead's a cryptid?
Oh my god.
We take the man.
What if he's got a goose in there?
What if he's got a goose under that bucket?
What if it's Joe Satriani
Yeah?
and he comes out of your bed and he licks your feet? Your chicken feet.
Okay. I'm just going to say this. Buckethead is a man, but he won't reveal his identity. Right? It's going to ruin his career, but it's going to make all 4 of our careers. We just tell people Buckethead is a ghost of someone who died in a KFC.
It was the Colonel.
Does he wear a KFC bucket?
He wears a KFC bucket
Finger licking.
and he's
Oh
finger
my
licking.
god.
And he'll lick your fingers.
Oh, God.
If you go to sleep during a rock and roll show, or if you go to sleep while listening to really loud rock and roll, cautionary tale, he'll lick your fingers. So it's a cautionary tale. It's a warning for children. It's marketable because he's played with Guns N' Roses before.
And he
Tie-ins with KFC. It's the perfect one. We have our
Buckethead
cryptid. It's Buckethead.
is famous for using a kill switch
Mm-hmm.
on his guitar. Maybe if the finger licking doesn't wake you up during his loud rock show, he just kills you with his kill switch.
Okay, I think we got it. Okay, let's get some silence.
Okay.
I'm going to hit record. Let's give it 2 minutes of silence, and then we are going to jump in with this. So remember, Buckethead's a ghost now.
Yeah.
Whenever you see him on stage, he's haunting that band.
And
So
we get
we're-
10% of his profit now, right?
Well, pretty much since we're admitting he's not a real person anymore, all the money he's made from appearances, that's up for grabs.
Oh, okay.
Like we can put him on t-shirts, we can make dolls, because he's not a real person, he's a cryptid.
Yeah.
And we now have the power to make anyone a cryptid. I can say Steve Buscemi is the bug-eyed bugbear of lower Manhattan. You know, boom, he's a cryptid now. All of a sudden, Boardwalk Empire, that money's mine. So I'm going to hit record. Hey, Graham, do you have anything last to say before I hit record? And
So we're not going back to my spider that definitely doesn't exist.
For your sake, hypothetically, if it did exist, how could I kill it? Like a strong mouthwash?
Well, hypothetically, if it could exist, why would you want to kill it?
Because
You'd
it's gonna take my teeth.
But you would already be a parent of several proud spider babies.
Spider baby, that's something. It's got the brain of a spider.
I think Graham is just talking about a fake made-up cryptid. He's just trying to scare us.
Definitely.
Just in case I'm never going to Tennessee. But it's almost definitely not real, maybe.
Andy, you're the only 10 I see.
That's very weird.
It's also a lie because I told Graham that earlier.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
His new glasses, it makes him only see 1/10 at a time.
Graham, you're a 9.5. I was just trying to...
Wrap it
Okay.
up.
Zach, anything to say before I hit record and we start our podcast in earnest? We should watch Ernest Scared Stupid because that's a really terrifying movie and get us in the mood. Anything you want to say before we start?
Maybe if we drink a lot of milk, that will like protect us from the spider.
Ooh, spider hates milk. Andy.
The spider doesn't hate milk. Fuck. If he existed.
What about flossing? Can flossing save us? What could save us
What
from the
could save us from
spider?
the spider?
Flossing just makes them angry.
Oh, fuck.
I might need to go to Tennessee. This is gonna freak me out.
Andy, any last words before we start?
Before the spider kills me?
Before the spider kills you. Well, we got to get all these ideas out in the open because we're about to record.
Why would the spider
eggs in your
kill
mouth.
you?
I'll tell you all the ideas
Uh-huh.
right after you hit record.
Okay. Well, I hope this podcast we're about to record is going to be a big success. It's going to make us a lot of money. Our paranormal investigation business is going to... I mean, we're going to sell so many fucking baby monitors. It's going to be crazy.
We're going to sell so many Buckethead CDs
And goose buckets.
and spider teeth buckets.
And don't forget the hot dogs. That's where we're gonna make our real money.
Hot dogs,
Some
and they're
hot
wrapped
dogs.
in KFC chicken.
Well,
Sounds good, actually.
let's hope this thing is a big hit.
Here's a hint. Click on the RLS to subscribe, click the boxes to watch more, and click the orange P to give us some money. But be warned though, too much cash will spoil the gang.